We're back with Tabletop Therapy, where me, Connor, and my friend JD, we play some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with some of the new rules, some of the new magic items will come into this, the new classes and species? Yeah, species, how they talk about it now. This is episode 4 of our adventure where we're using random generation tools and our own whimsy to, without a designated dungeon master, explore a world that we create together and fight some monsters, hopefully not die, and have a good time. This is the part of the intro where I say, JD, say something.
Something.
And he never disappoints. Love that. So
And I never will.
this time, JD, I'm putting you on the spot. Story thus far.
Okay. Well, first, would you like to tell the good people the character that you embody?
My character is Amrienor. He is a Warforged fighter. He's kind of like a baby. He's new to the world, new to the world of consciousness. He's not really he doesn't look like a baby. He's sort of waking up and trying to figure out his place in the strange world he finds himself. He's in this Lovecraftian, but like fantasy region that is ruled by a religious group that has a single tyrant ruler. In the midst of this world he finds himself in, has found wonder as he explores the world for the first time and loves collecting postcards, and the pictures in them just send him to new places. He's this odd mixture of killing machine and also has this childlike wonder about the world. The world we find ourselves in is called the Driftwood Heath. The main city here is Stormholt. And now to JD with his character and the story thus far.
And I am playing Dell, the peppy little ambitious grung, which is a little frog man who is freshly out of his country bumpkin roots, trying to make his way in the big city of Stormholt in service to this Lovecraftian dystopian cult that Connor was mentioning. He's mean, he's not green, and he's a little monk fighting machine, and has made friends with Connor's baby robot Am. And the two of them are out on one of their first quests for the Veiled, the cult that sort of rules the society, trying to investigate a ritual site that needs an inspection and some cleansing before a big sacred festival upcoming in the city. Where we left off last time was that Dell and Am had made their way out to the little coastal lighthouse village of Northwatch, where they entered an inn run by a lizard man named Mordoom.
That's right.
But something is odd in this place. They were attacked by a stampede of diseased-seeming cattle on their way into town. And Dell barely survived some sort of vicious psychic attack from an eldritch power in his sleep just before we finished the last session. So here we are, fresh out of a not very restful night, about to descend underwater, we hope, to figure out what's going on at this ritual site we've been sent to inspect. Did I miss anything?
Oh, that was great. That was during the long rest. We triggered that trap for you, right?
And again, it's always helpful just to clarify. Most of this is being random generated. We triggered a trap on accident just through the random generator when we went to try to long rest. And so we spun that into this psychic attack, something wrong in the village sort of plot line that we're going to now follow the thread on and see what the random generator and our whimsy leads us to.
So you had asked the barkeep in the morning about the strangeness, and I believe that he mentioned the animals, that there was strangeness happening in town.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just pick up there. So 7 a.m., it's a mostly clear day out. It's actually kind of a nice day, despite the
eldritch horrors haunting the town.
But Yeah, I think at this point, Amrienor would ask you, did you learn anything from, well, your dream, or like the
Mhm.
attack? Were you pretty conscious of like that something happened?
Yeah, I think the way that we rolled it, I passed the con save, I think, or whatever the save was. So I didn't, uh, I wasn't fully affected, but I heard some sort of words, deep
That's
speech.
right. That's right.
Del thinks, but he doesn't understand it, and I think that's about it. Well, oh, I think Del recognized that it was similar to the like spell words he had been given to cleanse the first obelisk that we visited an episode or two ago.
All right. Sounds good.
But I think that's as far as we got.
Did you share any of this with Am?
Yeah. When Dell woke in the night, he described what had happened and then went back to sleep.
Got it. Okay. Am would just say, Del, I think we should get going. I don't know what's happening here, but it seems dangerous.
Right, you are. Let's find the way to Zerion. I think that was the name of the temple we're looking for. Yeah.
Yes.
So Dell's gonna froggle on out of the room and descend down the stairs to try to have a chat with Mordoom, see if they can get some directions on which way to head,
Sounds good.
and maybe to get some vodka, a la Bash. Are you gonna roleplay Mordoom?
Sure.
Good morning, Mr. Lizard.
Morning.
Could you tell us the best way to reach Barazirian? We're told it's underwater. Is there a boat or a path?
I don't even know if he would know what this is. So I'm gonna ask real quick.
Yeah. Tell us, oh generator.
Just going to know about the shrine. What do you think? I think it's unlikely.
Yeah, I was going to say even or unlikely.
All right. Unlikely. No, he doesn't know about it.
Okay.
All right. So he kind of looks at you. It's like, I don't know what that is. Is that somebody?
Underwater temple? Giant obelisk? Sacred to the veiled? Nothing?
No. I mean, I don't know it by that name, but okay, so let's say he doesn't know it by name, but maybe he knows something now that you're describing an underwater temple. Maybe he knows something weird, like anomalies that happen, offshore that he may have heard about in his time, which seems more likely, maybe. So I'm just going to say offshore anomalies. I don't know how to spell anomalies, actually.
Don't worry about it. I won't spell check you.
Okay. I just used weirdness. Okay, so he does know about the offshore weirdness, even with an unlikely result.
Okay.
So we'll just say he's heard from, the local villagers that there's a place offshore where people have seen strange things. And he says, if you're looking for shrine and the veiled, the things that they enjoy, their certain brand of darkness, you'll do well to look offshore, I think. Weird stories. There's a landmark, or a sea mark, I suppose. Maybe there's like like just some rocks or like a small little island that comes up nearby. And so he'll say it's near a location like that. Maybe it's like a half a mile north of that point. And he says that's the best location I could give you as to where you may want to look for something like that. I don't know why
Are there
you want to
any
go somewhere like that, but
are there any salty old sailors perhaps who could ferry us out there by boat?
I'm sure you could ask around in town. I'm not going to recommend any to you. You could try to persuade it.
Not even for a accomplished enforcer of the Veiled like me? He kind of glows orange a little bit with his weird bioluminescence.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot. He's very bad at this. That would be a 3.
Yeah, that's going to fail. And he's like, look, I want nothing to do with the Veiled. You're on your own.
Very good. Thank you for your time, Mr. Lizard.
He looks offended.
Del doesn't notice. He very bubbly turns and spring steps out of there.
All right, I'm going to add these notes to the Purify the Obelisk. And then we can keep going. Okay, so I suppose we should look around for, I'm sure there's a dock in town, and we should probably just find a boat that looks like it could take us out. I imagine there would be many fishing ships, and so one of us should make a check to see if we can find somebody that would be... or maybe we should just generate a character, and the character will be the person that we need to convince to take us out there.
Let's do that. Let's get ourselves a salty old sailor. Or a salty young sailor.
All right. So we've got Salet or Soleil.
Okay. Let's go with Soleil.
Okay.
What's a tabaxi?
That's like a cat person.
Oh.
Unreasonable scientist, attend inspiration. A magical appearance with sleepy eyes.
Okay.
Restive. What is restive? Do you know?
It's I think the opposite of what it sounds like. It's like unable to keep still or keep silence.
Mm. And then afraid of liches. Comes from a brewing background and was a guard at one point, but apparently now is a sailor of some kind. Based on this description, I'm not exactly sure how to place him. Perhaps a merchant.
Yeah, or, okay, so unreasonable scientist. Maybe he, for whatever reason, has some sort of fixation on, this site where, maybe he's trying to figure out the source of this weird affliction that's affecting the town and the area, and, has associated it with this ritual site that he's somewhat aware of. But being a, cat person and afraid of liches, he's, perhaps been having a hard time actually getting to the bottom of this.
Okay, yeah, I like this idea that he's actually researching what's going on in town. And it maybe has led him to the site, and he's already going to be headed there. So let's do it that way. So, researching the affliction of Northwatch, and has already located the shrine and believes it has something to do with it. Okay, so how about I'll be Sele? Because I think that Am would wait for Del to take the lead.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Dell has, froggled down with Am in tow towards the docks, and he sees what's Saleh doing?
I think he's getting ready to set out over the water. So we seem to be catching him at just the right time, where he's like, removing the ropes from the dock and about to set out.
Oh, perfect. Ho there, furry friend.
He kind of like has with kind of squinty eyes. He's like looking at you. He's like, "Who are you?"
Ah, I'm glad you asked. My name is Dell, and this fine robotic friend of mine is Am, and we are looking to visit. Forgotten the name. Barazirion.
We'll say he knows the name, and his eyes kind of get a little wider as you say it. He says, "What business do you have at Barazirion?"
Well, you see, the Veiled has sent us to inspect the monolith and ensure that it is cleansed and ready for the sacred ritual.
This is. What do you mean cleansed? Is there something wrong with it?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. You see, we visited a similar obelisk recently. It had been tainted by some. Oh, shoot, what are those things called? Shark men.
Well enough.
For lack of a better word. So we think that perhaps this one may have been as well. We've noticed some strange goings-on in the area as well, and thought that perhaps it might be related.
What do you mean? What strange things?
Well, first we were attacked by a horde of sickened ox, a real stampede, Mufasa sort of situation. And then last night in my sleep, I heard strange words as if something was trying to invade my mind. Some sort of horrific power.
Did it speak to you?
Yeah, I think so. A little difficult to tell, given that I was asleep and I didn't understand the language, but it sounded similar to some words I had heard before from the Veiled.
Well,
I'm being very forward with this information. You just seem so trustworthy.
Well, I really appreciate your forwardness, because I've been researching this now for some time, and this seems almost fate that you would be here and seeking after the same information, or perhaps even having some answers to my questions. I didn't know that there was an obelisk, and I didn't know that something... Well, it makes sense to me now. This has something to do with the Veiled. They have many secrets. But I've identified a place out in the water that seems to be concentrated with magical energy. I'm just going to take the magical appearance piece of like his description and the scientist, and like he's going to be like a little bit of a wizard type, even though it's calling him a battle master. I think it's like I'm imagining him as more like a wizard researcher. Like he's noticed a magical disturbance, and who knows where he comes from and why he's researching this at this point, but he's sort of able to detect, maybe through a magical item or something like that there is a disturbance magically. And he says, will you come with me? I'm worried now that this is much more dangerous than I had previously thought.
That would be very convenient. Thank you for your help.
Yes, and
he hops right into the boat.
Perfect. He also, you can see he's eyed like the weapons that our characters carry, and he himself does not look like he's much of a fighter, at least at this point. And I'll probably re-roll his class if ever we need to do something with him, because I think he should be a magic user. But he says, my name is Saleh, by the way. I think you told him your name, right? Delandra?
Mm-hmm. And Am's, okay. I think.
And he says, welcome aboard. We'll be leaving shortly. Okay, so I think Am would follow you onto the boat, pretty much unfazed by this interaction. He doesn't realize how maybe strange it would be for a stranger to have invited the two of them on the boat, and he just thinks like Delandra knows how to move about society in a way that's effective, and that's sort of like the most he thinks about it. But Saleh disconnects the boat from the dock, and we begin the journey out to sea. I think we said it was like a mile out or something like that.
It sounds familiar.
Okay. And I think this would be just like a standard rowboat, or I guess maybe it could be a sailboat.
Yeah. He's a respectable researcher. He's got a bigger boat. Okay. He's got room for 2 guests and some implements.
All right, so we'll call it a sailboat. So he lets down the sail. The wind is right, and we begin moving out to sea. I would say maybe it takes us an hour to get to location. Does that sound right?
Sure.
Okay. So
I don't sail often, but
yeah, well, me either. But okay, so we do another hour of travel. I'll go ahead and pop that in here, and we have one more time pool before it spills, and there may be danger afoot.
Yeah, I think this is probably danger at this point, as we're going out to sea in this, place that's being affected by some weird eldritch something or other.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and save Saleh as a new character. Okay, so we get out there, and he sort of brings down the sail, and we can see the little gathering of rocks out in the middle of the ocean. And he says, "This is the place. This is where the disturbances are." He takes out like a little compass-like device, and it doesn't make any sense maybe to my character or yours, but he seems to be reading from it and nodding to himself. And he says, "Well, what was your plan in searching for the obelisk?"
Well, I suppose it was this. And Del froggy hops out of the boat into the water, and he's frog treading right there at the surface. I think we'll take it from here, Mr. Saleh. Thank you for the ride. If you wouldn't mind staying parked up here, we'll be back soon.
He kind of like panics for a second, and he's like, "Wait, you're just gonna swim down?"
Yeah, I'm a frog. He's a robot. He doesn't have to breathe. We'll be fine.
Okay, well, I wish you luck. I am no swimmer, so I won't be able to join you. But I will stay up here, and I'm worried that what you might find down there. But I will stay until sunset. Hopefully, it doesn't take you any longer than that.
Great. Hey, by chance, do you have any supplies we might be able to use? I'm very charming, little frog. This is
you can roll persuasion.
And that's a 1. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that because of that, he doesn't have any supplies.
It wasn't a crit fail. It was a 2 with a -1, just to be clear.
Regardless, no supplies for you.
Yeah.
Amrienor just kind of like steps to the edge of the boat and just like steps in and like falls straight, like doesn't even dive, just like plunges. And he's already sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Not even swimming, just sinking.
All right. Del follows him down, swimming. And let's see, as they descend, what do they see, Connor? I think
that's a great question.
What we generated for Barzirion says it looks, old and corroded. It's also occupied and active, presumably with creatures.
Yeah, I think as we descend in the sea, um, what at first is just sort of a because I don't think light. I'm not imagining that the light really reaches down very far, um,
Mhm.
and so I think it will. I think as we get midway down, we begin to see like the silhouette, the dark silhouette of uh, maybe a medium-sized like complex of structures that seem to have been long underwater, um, and so we're pretty sure we have the right place. But as we descend further and further, it becomes a little bit challenging to see. I wonder how much light that you actually exude from your skin.
Probably not much. I think the
Dim light, like 10 feet or something.
yeah, if that, the way that I've been talking about it thus far is like a broken glow stick. Uh,
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
Okay.
But I think perhaps, the details on this are that it's obvious and active. So I'm wondering if perhaps there are some sea lanterns, if you will,
Hmm.
some,
Okay.
luminescent light sources on this temple-like structure.
Yeah. Okay. I I think that's interesting. Let's go with that. Um, that somehow that this there are still these ancient light sources that have been used here um, before there was this additional corruption or taint that had happened recently that we're coming to cleanse, and some of those lanterns are still in use. Um, so yeah, we descend down, and then I think we would just need to find some sort of entrance into the shrine. But I imagine it may not be that challenging to do. Um, so I would say we just swim around for a while. There's not really you don't have a limit on your underwater breathing. Yeah. Okay. So so yeah, I'm not gonna have us do any checks there. We just take maybe some time. So maybe
Mhm.
that's the thing here is it just takes
Yeah.
us maybe about an hour, and so we've just filled the time pool, um, and we have another danger here. So I will go ahead and empty the time pool, and we do have a danger. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Uh, a
Ooh,
mammoth plus
interesting.
many limbs and tails.
Okay.
So I'm instead of like actually a mammoth, I'm imagining just like some underwater like abomination.
Yeah.
It says exploring, lost, fearful, fleeing. There's three of them. Um, let's see. They're visible at a great distance. Uh,
Okay.
but the way that this so the way that this has generated, it says they're in reach within 5 feet. So how I'm imagining this actually happens is we enter the shrine and they're like immediately on top of us because they're sort of just like the shrine entrance. Maybe it's like a little sort of like a cave that they want to stay near the exit because there's some light there, whatever these creatures are, and that's so when we go into combat with them, it will just be like we are in hands reach. Um, so now let's figure out what they are. Any ideas on what these creatures would be?
I don't know. I'm looking. I'm just doing some D&D 5e underwater creature googling. There are like squidlings, but these are small. Um, most of the things that I'm seeing here.
All right, I'm just gonna do like underwater. It's mostly like the sharkmen at our level. Let me see if there's another creature here I can generate that we haven't seen. Yeah, at our level with this difficulty, that's what it's generating for us. So
Okay.
I suppose what we could do is we could just say that these are a little more like we'll just use
Like
the
squidmen.
yeah yeah I like that. So they're like the Shahugan if that's how you say it, but there are three of them, and they're more like squid-like than shark-like, but we'll still just use the same enemy information in terms of their stat blocks.
Okay.
So
What about I'm seeing deep scions as creatures that might fit this? And
it's a
it sounds like
CR3 difficulty. And it says,
what are we at?
well, it's a deadly encounter. I'm not sure
Okay.
by how much. But usually CR3 is like a party of 4 level 3s. So it's going to be quite a bit more challenging. But what I could do is I could just like have the HP or have the damage, and we could do it that way. Why don't I do that? Why don't we have the HP, have the damage, have the experience?
Okay.
Okay. So that's what we'll do then. And this will be we'll just do one of them instead of 3, and the CR3 can just be the 3 of them. But the deep scion, what the heck is this creature?
It's humanoid-ish, it sounds like, but it can change shape. And the reason that I thought this might be interesting is because they like serve some sort of master creature, like maybe a kraken or something. So perhaps there's a boss in this dungeon, and these would be sort of fitting minions.
Cool. You know what? Maybe I'll just generate our dungeon real quick, the shrine, and then we'll have the first room be where we find the deep scion. Cool. So the dungeon name is Barazirion.
I'm gonna send you a little like concept art of what these guys supposedly look like.
I see it in the encounter builder. They've got like this big old mouth with like tentacles coming off the top of their head.
Yeah, that's what drew me to it. It's because the many limbs and tails in the generator detail.
Got it. Okay, aquatic map type. All right, let's do. I think this is good. Construct.
Now, Connor, remember to select the aquatic theme for the dungeon map. Oh, good.
All right, so let's upload this to our maps. My uploaded maps.
Is this thing about to just beat the ever-loving shit out of us?
I mean, probably. But we've nerfed it a little bit, so we'll see. Let's try to get the thing lined up here. Save. Okay.
Cool.
We will add the map.
All right.
Can you see it?
I sure can.
All right, so now we just got to choose where we start. I guess room 1, if it makes sense and isn't... Oh, yeah, room 1 makes sense. It's massive, but I feel like the entrance maybe is to the right of room 1.
Yeah, exactly, like here.
Yeah, perfect. So we'll just say that's the entrance. I'm going to go ahead and pop our tokens in here. Oh, there's 2 of you now. Okay, we're good.
Sorry.
I deleted one of the frogs. Okay. So we're super little because it's a big map. And then we got to find the deep scion. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So it was at hand. So it's right in front of us. Okay. We are all set with that. So the thing to do now is to roll initiative and see if we die.
All right.
So I'm rolling initiative.
Did we surprise this thing when we turned the corner?
I don't think so. I think like the fact that we just like walked in on it, I think each of us are just kind of like, whoa. I don't think anyone surprised anyone here. We could roll for it. Do you want to?
No. I think that makes sense. I got a nat 20 on my initiative roll.
Well done.
Oh, yeah. 23, baby.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. It normally has 67 HP, so I'm going to bring that down to 34. And then,
Great.
oh boy, he's got a big old stuff here. So, oh, interesting. Okay, so as we come up on this thing, it's about the size of me. It's
Yeah.
humanoid looking.
It's a big boy.
But I wish I had a better picture of this. Let me find one real quick. I want to pull it up.
I got you a pretty good one in Discord.
Oh geez, this thing's crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this up on the screen here for. Dude, I do not
Gorgeous.
like this thing. It reminds me of like a mind flayer almost, but
Yeah, yeah.
also like the creature from Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, this guy's nuts. Okay,
The
so
flower mouth.
yeah, so don't like
Bash, I promise you that at some point we will encounter a Mouseketeer.
what?
I feel like we can't call this thing a Mouseketeer though. It feels wrong.
Wait, why is Bash talking about a Mouseketeer?
I think Bash can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a couple of sessions ago, Bash had mentioned that he played like a dimension hopping Mouseketeer character that was like delivering cheese or something. I'm probably not remembering the details right, but I remember him saying something about a Mouseketeer that we should encounter in the last one too. So
I don't know if there are any species that are actually like rats or mice. But maybe if we roll like a Harengon, like the rabbit people, maybe we'll call that a Mouseketeer. All right. So, well, Delandra, you're up first. And so basically you see this like monstrosity type creature that's like obviously aquatic. And actually I wonder, being a frogman that's an aquatic kind of person, if you would know what this is. It's a monstrosity. It lives in the ocean. So why don't you make some sort of like history check or something like that? And
or yeah, maybe I don't know. Do you think a survival check might be appropriate in this case, since it's like related to my, or like a nature check?
no, I mean nature. Yeah, nature. Fine.
Nature more. Yeah. 14.
Okay, I would say
I think.
yeah, sure. You've heard of these things. You know, with the 14, I'd say you know they can like change form. And there is you've heard people talk about them and that they can make like really loud noises that can stun their enemies. But that's as much as you know. Okay, well, you're up.
Okay. Dell, as he recognizes what it is, as they round the corner, he kind of jumps and says, watch out! I lost my Uncle Jimmy to one of these. And then he jumps into action, and he's going to try to slash this deep scion with one of his daggers.
Okay.
And that's a 15 to hit.
Yes, let me. I want to read some of the underwater fighting rules. Certain melee weapons are more effective underwater. Dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, trident. You can use them without penalty.
Okay.
Other, you have disadvantage on attack rolls unless they're magical. So if you're not using anything that will basically do piercing damage in melee, you'll have disadvantage. But I think you have like all daggers and stuff. But
yeah, but unarmed is bludgeoning, right?
That's right.
So, okay.
And I also don't think we've established like what would happen. No, I guess you're a frog, and so I was just wondering if your poison becomes less effective underwater than it would be. But no, I think it's fine. I think it makes sense, being that you're a frog, that you would have. Yeah, it would make sense that your poison would still work underwater. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else that's going to affect us. We don't have, or I don't have a swim speed, so I'm not going to be able to move very fast under here. Um,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I think that's basically all we need to know about how being underwater is going to affect us here. I'm sorry, Bash. I know the tokens are super small. Let me see if I can just like zoom way. Oh, that's going to mess everything else up. Yes, the tokens are small, and that's just because the map is huge. So apologies for that. Okay, so 15 to hit. Yeah, you hit.
Okay. That's going to be a 4 piercing damage. Give me a con save for some poison.
All right. He rolls 15. I think he
Ooh,
saves.
he saves, so no poison damage on that one. So the disadvantage. Yeah, okay, so it's just flat disadvantage. Oh, wait, no. Look, it's a creature that doesn't have swimming speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dragon.
Oh, okay.
But do I have swimming speed is the question.
I would be surprised
Where
if you
can I-
didn't.
Yeah, where's that going to show on my character sheet? In features and traits, maybe? Actually, I don't know if I do.
That's interesting.
I'm not seeing one. I have a
Yeah.
walking speed and a climbing speed.
Oh, yeah, you don't have a swimming speed.
Dang. Okay. All right.
We're
Good
both
to know.
kind of slow.
We are both kind of slow. Okay. Then. All right. He's still going to attempt a flurry of blows. So let me do the first strike to hit. First roll is 24, and the second one is
Nice.
21. Wow. That was a great disadvantage roll.
Yep.
So first one hits, and it's a 5 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
With his first little froggy kick, and give me a con save.
That's going to save 20.
Okay. And second hit. First one's an 18. Second one is also an 18. Wow. Okay. Guessing that hits as well.
You're taking all the luck. I'm going to miss now.
And that's another 4 bludgeoning damage. Low damage rolls, unfortunately. But give me that con save again.
All right, he fails.
Nice. Then he is poisoned.
All right, put a little green circle around him to indicate poisons.
Perfect.
Are you all done with your turn?
Yes, I sure am.
Great. So I've got my shield on. I've got my trident out. I'm going to go ahead and try to poke him with my trident. Great underwater weapon. 19 to hit. And
A solid poke.
it's going to be 8 damage to him. We're doing well. We're doing well. He's bloodied. And I'm not going to use anything else for now. I'm just going to post up. And so you've done the most damage to him. So I'm going to say D4. A 1, he attacks me. Anything else, he attacks you.
Okay.
He attacks me.
Wow.
All right, so let's see.
He really hates tridents.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just the last one that hit him and I'm bigger, so he thinks I'm a threat or something. Okay, so he has a multi-attack. He makes 2 battle axe attacks, or makes 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks. I think he's gonna just battle axe a 6, so let's do battle axe.
All right.
So
Remember to roll at disadvantage.
Oh, right. Okay, I didn't
'Cause he's
on that one,
poisoned.
so it was 22 and a 21. So he hits on that.
Dang.
I think he's using 2 hands. That's how I was imagining him anyway. So we've got 7 damage on the first hit here. Rough. Okay, and then he's going to go for his second battle axe attack. This one I'm just going to do battle axe. Next turn I'll use his psychic screech. I maybe should have done that first, but disadvantage on this attack roll. 17 misses. Okay. So he misses his second attack, and I don't think he's gonna try and run.
He's a tough boy.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna stand his ground or his water. I think I'm imagining him like swimming right now. And Delandra's back up.
Okay. Dell's going to swing, or not swing, but stab with his dagger, and that is a crit.
Jeez, dude.
We're doing great so far.
Are you
Okay.
hacking?
I guess so. Total of 13
Jeez.
damage on that
How
crit.
do you do it?
No.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Dell yells, "For Jimmy!" And he stabs it right into his gaping little petal maw.
Perfect.
And the dagger goes right through.
I'm imagining this thing like about to let out its psychic screech, and then you just like basically shove your dagger down its throat, and it dies. And it just like goes limp and begins to like float in a bloody mess away from us. Okay. That worked pretty well. It was actually, I should have done that psychic scream because that could have really fucked us up. But that's okay. I'll play other monsters a little harder. I was also just worried because he was a CR3 that we would have some trouble here. Okay, so we're normally supposed to get, if he hadn't been nerfed, 350. So we'll do half of that. So what is that, 175? Math.
No, yeah, you did a good job.
Okay, we are now at 775 experience out of 900. Once we hit the 900, we are leveled up. So 125 left.
All right. Okay, you generated the dungeon. Room 1, are we seeing any critters as we come in? So I'm imagining, there are some of these magical lanterns in this sort of entry hall, judging by the shape of the room the generator gave us. There are some, passages sort of going off, and it's probably dim, but not dark. We can see, but maybe not all the way to the end of the hall. And the passages are sort of in shadow. Maybe there's some, pillars going down the center.
Yeah, I'm also wanting to establish like maybe some rooms are underwater and some are not.
Okay. Yeah.
So we could do like this is how the water would look. Still, it's a bit much. And some of these shapes are funky. Like I can't get this to be a rectangle. This is square and they don't seem to have a rectangle.
We are also testing the D&D Beyond VTT as we do this and discovering its limits.
Its beautiful limits. Okay, this is... Maybe we should just do like a marker in each room instead of trying to cover the room.
Yeah, that's great. And just do it for the ones that are air instead of water, I think. Because I'm imagining it's primarily going to be waterlogged.
Okay, that's fine. Well, this one, anyway, that indicator over the 1 means it's a water room. So we're basically swimming through it. Okay, so looking at this, it says there are several square holes are cut into the ceiling and floor, and a fountain of water sits against the south wall. So against the bottom of this room, there was a fountain at one point, basically where I just put the square. But now it's sort of an odd thing to have a fountain just completely submerged. Otherwise, this seems to be some sort of like entry room, I think, to the total shrine complex. And obviously there was a creature here and was, probably part of why they called us to come here to cleanse the area. And otherwise, in the room, there isn't anything. We see many doorways leading out, including one of the closest ones to our left here, that is just an open archway that leads to room 7. So let me look at room 7 real quick to see what's in there. Okay, there are no enemies in there, so if we wanted to go check it out, we could. Without needing to roll anything to figure out if there were if we might run into any creatures. But how do you want to navigate? Do you want to take the lead here in looking for the shrine?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think Dell's going to want to sort of inspect his surroundings here. So he's perhaps going to start sort of exploring the hall, looking at these different offshoots. And what is he seeing? So forgive me, I don't remember what these symbols mean. So he's seeing to his right as he starts to go down the hall a doorway, and what's in the doorway?
To his right, you mean to room 4?
Yeah, sort of on the north side, I'll say.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to check that out. So up on the entrance to 4, that's a wooden portcullis. Looks like it's closed, and it looks very strong. From just looking at it, it doesn't look like it's been weakened, even though it's been underwater. So it may be a challenge to open.
Okay, portcullis is like a gate, like he can see through.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So let's have you look through.
Yeah, I'll do a perception check.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, that is a nat 20.
Interesting. Okay.
What does Dell see?
I feel like I want to give you something for that because there's a hidden treasure in that room. And so I think what I'm going to do is that nat 20, I'm just going to give that to us. Like, you see the treasure. For whatever reason, even though it's hidden, you just immediately are able to pick it up and see that there is something good in there. And perhaps it was hidden at one point, but you are able to spy out that there's some goodies in there.
Okay.
So that's what that little...
Perhaps the tile on the floor is broken and he sees something gleaming beneath.
Perfect. And then other than that, there's nothing in there. You can see the other 2 doors on the other end of the room. The one on the left and the one on the right are both strong or just wooden doors. And they seem to be in working order and shut. But that is all you see.
Okay. So Dell's going to call Am over and say, "There's something in here. It looks like hidden treasure." And he's going to inspect the portcullis to see if there's, some obvious way of opening it. Do you want me to roll another, like an investigation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that's a 1.
Okay.
So
There doesn't seem to be any switch or button or anything. You get the sense that to get through it, you're gonna have to break it or lift it if it's possible.
Okay, so he's gonna say, "Em, help me out," and gesture to try to help him lift it. So I think
he nods and he says, "Give me a hand." So we'll have you assist, and he'll have advantage on athletics to lift it. And then just so you know, the DC here is 20 to lift.
Okay. Dell rolled a 14. Or are
I'm
you just going to do yours at
advantage?
advantage? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
That's a 17, so I'm unable to lift it. So that's an attempt, doesn't work. Am says, maybe I should just smash it.
Sounds great to me. Give it a shot, big guy.
All right, we'll have you help me again.
Yep.
So 18 does it because it was a 15 to break. It's funny that it was easier to break than it was to lift.
That is funny.
But yeah, it says DC 15 to break. So perhaps just the way that it has worn over time made it so that it just pushed through a little more easily, and we're able to get in through that door. Okay, so do we want to roll for each room to figure out if it's underwater? I feel like it kind of would be in this case. But I'm
Yeah,
imagining there
since
might
it's
be some elevation between rooms, so that some
sure,
rooms
sure.
that would be underwater, perhaps just because of the doorways, may not be. But why don't we just
Yeah.
roll d4s for each room? And
Okay.
the high roll is underwater, low roll is not. Okay, this one's
Okay.
underwater.
Great. Okay. So then, Dell. Well, so does Dell see anything else in the room? I can't remember if you said. Is
No,
it just
there's
empty?
nothing else. It's empty. It's underwater, but you did see that little hidden treasure.
Okay, so Dell goes over there and he pries up maybe the cracked tile to see what's underneath. And what does he find, Connor?
This is actually like a nice little loot here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the encounter loot has been put into the dash. The equivalent here is 176 gold. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Then I'm going to remove the currency. Then there are 2 diamonds, 50 gold each. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to convert all of these gems into just straight up currency, because I don't want us to be handling like 4,000 gems.
There's a ton of
So this is
so many kinds of gems.
350 gold in gems. So I'm going to add that here. 350. Yeah, no, it's a good little hidden treasure. So nice crit. You earned it.
We're going to eat well tonight, my friend. And he pats Am on the back. It kind of hurts his hand because, Am's hard.
He kind of looks at you with this incredulous look like, I don't eat.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, so there's a helm of comprehending languages.
Oh.
So that seems pretty obvious what it is. So I think there's a way we can do this where we just we don't know what it is. Neither of us are wizards. We don't have detect magic. So I think I'm gonna unidentified is how I'm going to list this for now, and then I think you should put it into your inventory. I think you are a little more of the leader in the face of this party, and being able to speak comprehend languages, especially given that your character doesn't know this yet, but I can speak deep speech, and this could help you if you do have another interaction with whatever this dark power is.
Yeah, so I think Dell's just gonna put it on.
Okay.
He's gonna say, "This looks nice, maybe magical," and he's gonna throw this bad boy on.
Okay, so you already have it in your inventory?
I'm about to.
Okay, I can help with that too. Did you find it already?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
He's got it equipped.
Oh, it looks like you don't even need to attune to it. Hold on, let me look at this. That's wild. That's really great. I wonder what it looks like. Oh, I see what it looks like. Oh, it looks like kind of like a fish mask. Do you see the picture of it?
No. Where are you looking? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it does look like a fish mask.
How is that perfect? Anyway, so you pop that on your little froggy head, and you can't do. You don't notice anything at this point. Oh no, wait. Oh, I was seeing the spell that you can cast it. Cast comprehend languages from it at will. So I guess what you would do is you would just say go magic. And it actually, maybe you would feel this magical effect, but you don't know what it does.
Yeah, I think maybe at this point Dell is he's maybe expecting something cool to happen, but nothing obviously happens. Maybe he feels like a little tingle, but he's not really sure, and he's kind of well, it's a little disappointing, but we'll keep it on. We'll give it a shot. Maybe something useful will happen. And I think metagaming, maybe the next time he hears something he doesn't understand or sees something he can't read, he's gonna like try to will to understand it, and that'll like activate the magic in the fish hat.
Perfect. Okay. And then we both get a potion of greater healing. We'll just give one to each of us.
Nice. And Dell kind of pulls it out gingerly, like barely touching it, and says, "You take this. I can only stand to carry one."
Thank you. Also, I think that helmet looks really good on you.
Dell glows a little bit extra. Yeah, he's a little embarrassed, and he says, "Oh, well, thank you. Let's move on, shall we?"
Mm-hmm. Does it do anything?
Not yet.
All right.
And he,
well, at least it looks good.
Yeah. He starts kind of walking over to the door, and he's flustered, so he just tries the door over here on the left. What happens as he tries the door?
All right, so we're gonna call this North Entry 1. It's stuck. So you can move the handle without issue, but the door doesn't move. It seems to be jammed in some way. So stuck doors, generally how this works is it just means that you have to break it in order to get through it, and there's no other way. So that's sort of meta knowledge about stuck doors. Okay. Yeah, you are unable to proceed.
So Dell's gonna say, "Hey, Em, give me a hand again. This door won't budge." And he's gonna kind of make room for you to come in so you can try to break down this door again together.
Sounds good. So a couple points of housekeeping here, or dungeon keeping. One, breaking doors or making loud noises. This is going to add something to the dice pool. Right. I think that we should add one for breaking through the portcullis. So I'm going to go back and add a danger dice for that. The other piece is we did not check for traps in this room, and generally how I've played this is if you enter a room, you can basically acquire a time pool dice to be able to detect traps.
Okay.
So it's a way of not accidentally stepping on a trap and like hoping that you don't fail the check. Because it's basically like you take 10 minutes to like look thoroughly through the room. But we can just not do that and risk running into traps. But I think in essence what we should do is, because when the time pool fills up, we're going to run into traps anyway, or more monsters. But I think what we should do is in each room, we should check for traps. So each room will automatically generate a dice pool. But once the room is cleared, then we don't have to check for traps again, and I'll just put a little marker down. So we didn't do that in room 1, and we didn't do it in room 4, but I think going forward we should.
Yeah.
Okay. So so if the door is stuck, it's a DC 15 to break. I'm gonna go ahead and break it, and then we're just gonna assume that you're always helping me break it, and so I'll always just roll advantage on my athletics check. Double crit fail.
No.
Yes, double crit fail.
Wow.
Okay, so that's definitely a danger dice, and the door doesn't move. I imagine I'm just like try to shoulder it, but it's challenging to move underwater. I'm still getting used to being under here. But it definitely made a loud noise in the attempt.
And I think on a double crit fail, maybe like Dell yelps as he stubs his toe trying to kick this door, and a second danger dice gets added to the pool.
Yeah, I hear that. Okay, so are you okay, little buddy?
I'll be fine. As he kind of favors his stub toe. Let's try the other door. This one's not budging.
Good idea.
And he goes over there. What does the little slash through the door mean?
So north entry 2. It means it's locked.
Okay, so he's gonna try it. Oh, I can't remember. Do I have? No, I wouldn't have. I have Tinker's tools. Could I use those to try to? Nah.
Well, I ended up not taking. Do we not have lockpicks?
We don't.
Neither of us can pick locks. Okay, so we're breaking down doors.
Yeah.
Or attempting to. So this one is actually not that hard to pick. If only we had the tools. That's very silly that we don't. I thought I took them, but maybe I took the alchemist's supplies instead. I think, yeah, that's right. Okay. Maybe I should retcon that.
Give me a hand there, my large friend.
Okay, so we're going to try and break it?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
This is our first time for either of our characters exploring a dungeon. We're not the most prepared. We're not thinking about traps and loud noises.
22. I end up breaking the door.
Heck yeah.
So, I'm also going to do this just so we remember that one is stuck. We cannot get through it. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and put a green overlay on a door that we have broken open. Okay.
I added another dice to the pool for the loudness.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So now a similar thing where a hallway, we can basically like check the whole hallway by adding another dice pool. Would you like to?
Oh yeah. Dell's a completionist. He's looking around every corner trying to find treasure.
Okay. So in that case,
he wants to be great.
In that case, basically I just add at the end of the corridor that we have checked this hallway. There are no traps. And we also know...
dice to the pool.
Yes, and we also know that this door, we would know whether or not it was trapped. This is room 37. So let me see here. Okay, so this one is a stuck strong wooden door. So I assume you would test it. We would have looked at it. We would know that. And I think potentially also inspecting a room reveals which doors are stuck. So we wouldn't have to test at that point, but we would know that this is a stuck door. So we can either just try to break through it. The other thing we can do, just as a reminder at each door, is try to listen to see if we think that there's anything behind it. And then also in this hallway, I'm going to see if we're underwater. So this one is actually not underwater. So I'm going to not...
So we go up an incline as we come into this hallway, and it's dry.
So I'm going to just not do the water squares in rooms that are dry. Okay, so
Dell is going to... He's maybe wising up a little bit, and we've been inspecting for traps. So he's going to lay his ear against the door, and he's going to roll perception 18. What does he hear? Does he hear anything on the other side?
With an 18, let me roll stealth for maybe something on the other side. So you got an 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think these things have like a +3 to stealth. Oh, they crit. Anyway, so you don't know. You don't know if there's anything on the other side. It's very quiet.
Okay. All right. Dell says, one more door. And we try to break down this door.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting because it's going to trigger 2 dangers at once. Because I believe that we just filled up the pool here by attempting to open the door. So I'm going to fill the time pool. I'm going to roll to see if I can break down the door because that will make a difference on what happens next.
Okay.
I fail with a 7. I think
At advantage?
Yeah. Very bad roll. It's a 15 to break. So yeah, I thought against it, but to no avail. And
Okay.
then we are going to drop in the time pool.
Okay.
We get a creature here. So what I have done in the past when I empty the time pool is, and I get like a creature in a dungeon, is I tend to just go to the dungeon's wandering monsters list and use that instead. I think it makes more sense.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
What's interesting about this, though, is I thought I generated an aquatic dungeon, but all of the rooms seem to not be aquatic. So I guess that's okay. Corridor features. Oh, wandering monsters. So go ahead and roll me a d6.
Okay. That's a 2.
Okay. So
I will note that the generator gave us a group of 8 little critters. So we should probably do more than one of whatever this is, unless it's a gigantic hulking beast.
well, it's 2. And I basically it's a goblin boss and a goblin.
Okay.
And the let me see here. I'm gonna use a dust goblin. It's already deadly with those 2. So I think that that's probably fine. And then what I'm going to say is because we bumped the door. Also, what did it say? How close are these things to us? 25 to 60 feet. So what I'm going to say is, let me add these in real quick. Monsters. Goblin. All right, we have a...
Do we like want to convert these to like the shark people so it's a little more thematically appropriate than
why don't we just
some random?
I mean, we can call them shark people. I think the whole dungeon has the incorrect enemies. So we can just convert it all to like a random aquatic generation if that works. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that makes more sense.
Okay, then what I can do is we can just like pretend to reskin them, or I can actually do a new encounter generation.
So in this case, there are we can either reskin them. There is a Sahuagin and we got to figure out how to say this. And a Sharkman Baron creature, which is pretty strong. It's got like 76 HP, I think, but it would fit the like Goblin and Goblin Boss to do the 2 of them.
Okay, that works for me. I will add that, and then we'll just nerf it a little bit.
Okay. I will throw the tokens on there. So where are these guys coming from? They hear us and they're coming to investigate from the hallway?
Yeah, I think that's right. So I think the thing to do here, and I think this is going to get hard, is so I wouldn't say they're right on top of us, but we've just knocked on this door, and inside of the door was supposed to be, let me see here, just a bugbear and a goblin. So I think we should probably we should probably add something similar to, maybe there's 2 more Sahuagins, if that's how you say it.
Sharkman.
Yep.
Yeah, the Sharkman has a like similar stat block to the Bugbear, just in terms of like hit points, I guess. So yeah, throw 2 Sharkmen in there.
All right. So there's 2 more
Goblins. Goblin's probably weaker, and bugbear's maybe a little bit stronger, so they'll balance out to have two of them.
Okay. So then what I'm gonna do is we have to now figure out how we play this, because I think what would happen is checking the door. What monsters do in dungeons is stuck doors don't affect them. So they would literally come and open the door right in our face. And we wouldn't know they're here. So I think the next thing to do is just roll initiative for the two Sahugans that are in room 37 and start fighting them. And I think in round 2, we get joined by the others. So this is going to be interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more. We're going to call this... Oh, I'm just going to do this room 37. That's what I'll name this. This is going to be interesting. This is like a very deadly encounter.
I know.
The Baron, actually, because we're nerfing it substantially, we will have to. I will decrease some of the experience we'd otherwise get. But I'm going to auto roll initiative for all of them. I'm going to roll my initiative. You go ahead and roll yours. Oh, I crit. Hell yeah.
17. Nice. Good initiative rolls here.
Yeah, okay. So I'm at the top. We're going to skip over the Baron, and we'll call this one... A. And then we've got in here B.
I got him.
Oh, okay. B and C. Okay. So I'm up first. So what started this encounter is basically that B and C walked to the door, and so now they're standing right in front of us. And only B is accessible to us, so I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm going to do a trident attack. That's going to be an 18 to hit. That hits. I'm going to roll damage here. Okay, 5 damage to B.
Okay.
And I think that's all I'm going to do. We skip the Baron and A, and then Del is up.
Okay. Del is going to just shove a dagger at Sharkman B, and that's going to be 20 to hit. I'm going to assume that hits. Give me a con save.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I just hit the wrong Sharkman, so I'm switching the health. Okay, con save for this guy. He's going to fail.
Nice. Okay. So it's going to be 5 piercing damage for the dagger hit, and the poison on his dagger is going to be an additional 4. So 9.
All right, he's bloodied.
Hit. He's bloodied. Okay, he's not poisoned because the poison was on the piercing dagger, so it's just the poison damage.
Got it.
But seeing that he's bloodied, Del is going to just use his bonus action, light weapon attack, to hit with the dagger again, and that's going to be a 12 to hit.
Meets it beats.
Oh, beautiful. Give me another con save.
It's going to be an 8.
He fails. So 8 piercing damage. And 6 poison damage, 14. He's hella dead.
Jeez, that is so strong.
So Del's just, he's surprised, and he pulls out his daggers, and he just stab. And Sharkman B falls, and Del sees another Sharkman behind this first one, and he says, "Oh no!" and steps behind Am.
Which in
all yours, big guy.
Not a great move if your character was acting in meta knowledge, but that's okay.
But I'm a good player, and I don't take that into account.
All right, C is up. He runs into the hallway here with us. Let's see, what's he gonna do? 2 melee attacks, 1 bite, and 1 with claw or spear. Okay, So he's going to do a bite and a claw. So he's going after me. Whew, almost crit. Meaning like the dice almost landed on a crit, not that the number was close. 5 does not hit. Then he's going to go at me with the claw. 21 hits. He's going to do 3 damage to me. I'm at 12 out of 22. And that's his turn. Back to the top of the turn order. I'm up. I'm going to use second wind here, which means D10 plus fighter level, so plus 2. Please be good. Oh, 12 healing.
Nice.
Back up to full.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and that was my bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and poke him with a trident. 12 meets a beats. Hell yeah.
Right.
All right, that's 7 damage to him. Okay, the Baron is up. Normally 76 HP.
No.
I'm going to take him down to, what is this, 38 for half. And then we will also, I think, cut his attacks in half. Otherwise, he will remain the same. And then we'll just deduct the EXP we would have gotten only from him by half. Otherwise, we're definitely toast. Okay, so he's got here probably 30 movement. No, 40 swim. So pretty quick. So we're going to go, if he's taking up this spot, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 40? So he would be here. And then he's going to go ahead and dash to close the distance, and he's going to be right up on you. And then I'm going to play these guys smart. A is actually going to... Well, how smart are they? Yeah, the standard ones have... Yeah, 12 intelligence. They're actually pretty smart. So he's actually going to come over and move through this door. And he's going to be able to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to be able to get a hit off on me. That's A. So the Baron used dash. He's closed the distance, but he can't do anything. But A is up next. And A is going to do bite attack against me. 17 misses. I have 19 armor class with my shield. And then he's going to do claws. A claw for 18. Misses again, just barely though. So negated those. Delandra's up.
Okay. So Del is going to throw hands on the Baron right in front of him and go for an unarmed strike. Actually, he's going to throw feet. That's going to be a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. He's going to unleash a flurry of blows on the Baron immediately after that. The first one is going to be 19 to hit.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, let me think here. Okay. Keep in mind, which interestingly I don't think applies to my character, but these creatures have something called Blood Frenzy, where they get advantage on melee attack rolls against a creature that doesn't have all of its hit points. So right now, they wouldn't have advantage against you, and actually, I wouldn't against me either. I think I'm just going to roll that because I don't have blood.
Yeah.
And
they're
but I'm
like
also,
sharks.
I also am at full health. But I wasn't when I think C attacked me. I can't remember now. But just keep in mind that after you've taken damage, they will have a much easier time hitting you.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. What was...
It was 19 to hit.
19 hits the Baron.
All right. That's going to be 4 bludgeoning damage on that hit. And give me a con save for the poisoned condition.
That's going to be a 21.
He saves. Second hit from that. Oh, geez. 7.
7 does not hit.
Gonna guess that. Okay. Well, shoot. He ain't poisoned neither.
a tricky spot.
We in a tricky spot. You know, I can't remember. Can you move through an enemy space or no?
No. I'm gonna retcon something real quick. Did I? Oh wait, never mind. I don't think it matters because I didn't hit C, right? Did you hit C? No, I must have hit C.
Yeah, you hit C.
Okay, I'm gonna retcon. I hit him with my trident, which allows me to try to topple him. And I didn't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and have a con save rolled. He's gonna fail with a 5. So C is toppled. I'm just gonna give him like that color. Sorry, retconning that. But what was your question again?
If I could move through his space and try to flee up into room 37.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
We are trapped.
Yeah, then my turn is done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. C is up. He was knocked prone, but he's gonna go ahead and stand up now that it's his turn. And he's going to do a bite and a claw against me. So the bite misses with a 9. Uh-oh. The claw hits with a crit.
Jeez.
Crit damage roll. So he's going to do 7 damage to me. I'm at 15 out of 22. Still looking pretty okay. And now I'm up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to use my second wind. But I am going to do a trident attack against C since he's already hurt. Darn it. 8 to hit. I'm going to do action surge and hit him again. Okay. 18 to hit.
Come on.
8
Come
damage. He's going to need to make a con save to get knocked over. He fails. Crit fails. So he's, again, prone. That was C. But that's the end of my turn. Baron's up. Let's see how he does against you. He gets 3 attacks.
Oh, no.
So 1 bite and 2 claws or 2 tridents. So we'll start with the bite. Lucky. 11.
Whew. Okay.
All right. So claws. Yeah, I think 2-handed trident is going to be the strongest. So he's going to do that. And he can do 2 trident hits.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yep. So 22 to hit on the trident.
It hits.
Oh yeah, this is going to hurt. 13, but halved. So we'll say you take 6. It'll have in your favor. Okay.
We're at 11.
And now he's attacking at advantage.
Oh, right.
26.
Yeah, that hits. Sure does.
That's going to be 6 again.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about this fight. We may be in some trouble here.
We may be.
Okay, so A is up. A is going to attack me. He's going to do a fight. Crits, of course. Yikes. Okay, only 4 damage. I got really lucky on that crit. I'm at 11 out of 22. He's now going to do his claw attack. Darn it. Oh, just missed. 18. Does not hit.
Okay.
I was like, dang it. Okay, so you're up.
Okay.
You have a greater healing potion. Use that.
I know. Yeah. C is still alive.
Yeah, bloodied.
Okay. And remind me, it's a bonus action to drink a potion normal?
Correct. A full action to max heal is the rule I want to play. So if you take your full action to drink it, you can get the maximum healing effect from the potion as if you didn't roll, but just got the maximum dice. And then, bonus action just has you roll for the healing.
Okay, what's...
It's like 2d8, or is it 2d6?
Yeah. It's 4d4 is the greater healing potion.
That's really nice.
Okay, so then I think what he's actually going to do here... Oh, geez, this is rough.
Do you not have the Step of the Wind?
I'm out of focus points.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
That's trouble.
So no, sure don't. Well, actually, I can use... Sorry, wait. You can take disengage as a bonus action just from being a monk, basically.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's still...
I don't know if you can get far enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think then what we're gonna do is we're gonna hope and pray here. We're gonna use the full healing on the greater healing potion, which is just gonna take us up to full health effectively. So we'll do that. And then we're gonna bonus action unarmed strike our Baron friend here. Do a flippy little frog kick. So that's going to be an 11 to hit.
Misses.
Yes, it does. Okay. And I think that's about all Del can do here.
Shoot. All right. Sharkman C is going to do the bite and claw against me. Jeez, another crit. Oh my gosh.
No.
Okay, pretty lucky again. Only 6 damage. But I am down to 5 HP. I could go down here. We could TPK.
No.
Okay, he's got his second attack, claws. Okay, misses on that one. That's good. Oh, yeah, boy. All right, so I'm up. I'm gonna take a... I want to take him down. Really need to take him down. I'm doing the math here, and I don't think we have very good odds of getting out of this alive. We need to take down the 2 little ones, and then we need to keep the big one poisoned. And we have not had great luck with that. He's got good armor class. Okay. Well, I'm going to do my greater healing potion. So that's going to be 44 plus 4. It's going to be 11 healing. Plus 4 is 15 healing. That's pretty good. Up to 20 out of 22. Only used my bonus action, so I can still attack. I think I hit C last time. I think he has stood up since... Oh, I realize now that my knocking him prone is not helpful unless...
I attack him afterwards.
Unless I go after him in the turn order. So being at the top of the round is actually not helpful.
Yeah.
Is that right? Oh, I guess it doesn't make... Anyway. Okay, I'm just going to attack with Trident. Against the C that's already bloodied. Come on. Yes. 21 to hit. Please. Yes! 10 damage. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
So that's another one down. So C goes away. put him back over here. And now we have freed a way for us to exit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here, which means you could slip behind me if you need to on your turn. The Baron's going next, but if you can not die, you'll be able to attack at a distance, and that is probably our best chance here. I don't have anything else to do now, so Baron is up. He's going to do his 3 attacks. First, bite you. It's going to be a 19.
I'm at full health, so it's not an advantage.
Yep, still gets a 19.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
6 damage. Jeez. Okay. And now
Hate
you
this
are
guy.
hurt. Yeah, I think he's going to kill you right here. Advantage on his trident attack.
He's trident attack. He's not trying to get claws on me. He does not hit.
Oh
no! Thank God.
No, he's not doing claws because he's out to kill you, and he's not dumb. 17?
He can be a little dumb.
Does 17 hit?
It hits. Yeah.
Darn. Okay. Okay, not bad. 5 damage this time.
Alive.
Okay. So that was his turn. A is up. A is gonna attack me. 1 bite. Misses. 1 claw. Hits with a 19. Just barely hits. Thank God it's not a crit. Oh, he only did 2 damage. How nice. Okay. A is done. Delandra's up.
Okay. He's going to throw a kick, baby.
Come on.
And that's going to be a crit.
Yes.
Thank God. Okay. And that's going to be 8 damage on the unarmed strike. Give me a con save.
Beautiful. He fails.
No way. Okay. He's poisoned. And he's a tavern brawler pushed.
Oh, nice. That's 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to rule this because he's technically like up against the wall already.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
So he's not going to move away from you, but you will get the d6 of bludgeoning as he like smacks back into the wall. So I'll give you that. So go ahead and roll a d6.
4, thank God.
Dude, what a bummer to have that, to be cornered in the hallway like this and not
I
be able to push
know.
him away. Okay. He's not bloodied yet, but he's taken some solid hits, and he has disadvantage now on his... Well, actually, it's going to be a break even for you because you're bloodied or have blood.
Yeah. So Dell is going to... Wow, he got 12 damage out of that one unarmed strike. Just straight math. That's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Dell's going to disengage as a bonus action, which he can do because he's a monk.
Nice.
And he's going to GTFO and hide just out of sight in room 37.
Great. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
How long is he poisoned for?
A minute.
Oh, dude, that's so
turns.
good.
It's so good.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Broken. All right. I'm gonna attack A. I'm up. I'm gonna go ahead and do a trident attack. Dang it. 8, so I miss. It's too bad. I'm not gonna do anything else here, I think. Do I have any like... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do. So I'm just gonna sit there with my shield out and hope for the best. Baron's up.
What's your HP looking like? How's Am looking?
He's fine. He's got 18 out of 22.
Great. It's looking strong.
Right.
Strong robot.
Yeah, Baron comes up. He's attacking at disadvantage against me because I don't bleed, which is very nice. So
thank God.
Well done, Frogman. So that's going to be 11 to hit. Fails to hit. Yeah, this guy's not going to hit me. I mean, he might get a couple hits, but this is going to be so nice. Oh, God. 22 on that one.
Jeez. On his disadvantage roll? That's wild.
So half of 13 will take 6 damage from that hit. So now I'm at half. I'm bloodied. He's going to do another trident hit. Okay, that one only hits 10. So he misses on that one. Fishman A is up. He's going to do regular bite, 13 misses. Claws, 18 misses. Very nice. And you're up, Delandra.
Okay. Cool. So Dell is going to hop over there. He's at the corner, right? The Baron. So I can throw some daggers at him.
Yep.
Great. Okay. So then Dell's got a belt full of daggers. I don't know if this has come up before, but thankfully. And so he's gonna throw dagger number 1. That's gonna be 16 to hit.
Meets it beats.
Oh, thank God. The piercing damage is gonna be 8 on that. Jeez. And give me a con save for the poison.
Here it comes. 13.
He passes. Lucky dog. And he's gonna throw a second dagger. Misses. And damn, that's an 8. Yeah, so that one's just gonna clatter harmlessly off the wall. Okay, but we got a good hit in. And Dell's going to step back into the corner.
All right, I'm back.
Still got 3 daggers.
I'm gonna use my second wind.
Okay.
Please don't suck. Yeah, that's gonna be 11 healing.
Nice.
Full up.
Nice.
Dude, so lucky. Okay. And then I am going to hit. I guess the Baron's looking kind of bad. And yeah, I'm gonna go after the Baron.
Okay.
So Trident strike him. M2.
If you could topple him, that would be great.
I missed 12.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem. He's got higher armor class.
Yeah.
That's my turn. Baron's up. Baron's going after me at disadvantage.
Come on.
That one missed. Trident at disadvantage. Oops, I only rolled. Well, I rolled a 1 on that one, so that means he would have missed that one because that was a disadvantage.
Okay.
And then third attack on the Trident. 19 meets a miss.
Shoot.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so here comes the piercing damage. 8 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's rough.
Dang, that's a solid hit.
Okay. But not so bad, not so bad. A is up. A is going to do his bite. Misses with a 4. His claws miss with a 13. Delandra's up. All right, poke him.
Yeah.
I still got a healing potion, so I can tank for a little longer.
Okay. Dell's stepping back into range, throwing another dagger.
Come on.
And that's a crit. Oh,
yes.
okay.
That means the poison damage can crit, yeah? If he fails?
Yeah. So that's 10 damage just on the piercing from the crit.
Oh, he's so low.
And give me a con save on the poison.
He's got to fail this because I want him to die. He failed. 5.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it's 6, so 12.
Jeez. He's dead.
He is dead. Okay. Great. And then Dale's feeling good. He's gonna throw his 4th dagger at Sharkman A.
Okay.
And that's gonna be 22 to hit.
Hits.
That's gonna be 5 damage. Give me the con save.
Is that once per turn you can do that, or you can just keep doing it on all of your attacks?
Every attack.
This is so nuts.
It's pretty freaking wild. Any piercing weapon as part of an attack with that weapon.
Yeah, he failed.
That's the poison dripping into his veins. Sorry, the overlay just got in the middle of the dice. 6 poison damage.
Nice. All right, he's bloody.
How's it? He's bloodied. Yes, yes. And Del ducks back out of sight.
All right, I'm up. I'm not going to waste a healing potion here. I think I'm okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to attack. Going to miss, unfortunately, and that's all for me. Fishman A is up. He's going to attack me with a bite. 14 misses. Claw attack. 5 misses. You're up.
Okay. How's A looking? Is he looking bloodied? Okay. So Dell's gonna get on in there, and he's gonna do his first attempt with a dagger. That's gonna be 14 to hit.
Hits.
Great. 7 piercing damage. Give me a con save.
20.
Okay, that passes. So he's gonna bonus action give him another. Actually, wait, no, he's on his last dagger, so he doesn't have a dagger in his offhand. So instead, he's going to unarmed strike with his bonus action.
Okay.
Throw in frog feet. That's a 20 to hit.
Hits.
Sure does hit. And that's 4 damage.
How do you want to do it?
Oh! His froggy little foot, as he flips in the air, just his heel comes crashing down on the shark's nose and just breaks that head.
He blow up.
He blow up?
I mean, his head just shatters. Yeah.
And Dell yells, Uncle Jimmy!
Friggin' Jimmy.
Friggin' Jimmy.
Okay, so we win. Great. So the experience total here, I have to calculate slightly differently. So it's 300 plus 900 divided by 2. So we actually each get 600. So it's actually really good still.
Nice.
Actually, I think there's a multiplier here. No, that's not true. So 600.
And you only divided the Baron's experience, right?
That's right. So 600, apply changes. So we are solidly into level 3 now.
Amazing.
So I would love to rule this that when we level up, we get a full rest, just like MMO styles. Like in World of Warcraft, like when you level up, you just get all of your health and mana back.
That's like all RPG style, man.
Oh, okay, I'm glad. Well, that's the rules that I just made up. So let's do that. Because I need a long rest. Would you like to level up our characters like while we're playing? I think that should be fine.
Yeah, okay, can we? I want to. I don't want people atting us in the comments here. So maybe we rule it like when we level up, if we can accomplish a short rest successfully, it counts as a long rest. How about that?
I mean, screw the haters, man. No.
Well, otherwise it's like, if it's like encounter, we level up, and then right after that there's another encounter. Like it feels a little
cheese.
A little cheese.
Okay. Well, so let me pitch it to you this way.
Okay.
We're empty time pool. In order to actually, I think, short rest in a way that doesn't I guess it doesn't matter because we have like empty time pool, and short rest is just going to be 1 hour.
It would just be a dice, yeah.
So it's not really going to make a difference.
Unless we're about to overflow the time pool, in which case it might.
Right. I think I did have a rule for short rests and long rests. Let me see what I put on here. Resting triggers dice pool. Oh, actually, I have it that it actually triggers the dice pool, like the whole thing one time.
Oh.
I also had in here that, or maybe this is just adding one of the dice pool. But I think I intended it for it to be like
a trigger.
Resting is actually pretty dangerous.
That makes sense to
Oh,
me.
you know what I realized? When you're in a dangerous place, you're supposed to do time pool like every 10 minutes, and that's why it triggers the full time pool because
Oh, that does make sense.
it's
Yeah.
a full hour.
Yeah.
So in essence, in this dangerous place, we're almost certainly going to trigger a danger. And if it's a creature, we will be interrupted and unable to take our full rest. So the question is basically, do we want to? The safest thing, and probably what Am would suggest, is actually leaving the dungeon since we're so close to it and swimming back up to the boat and resting in the boat. Though, did we rule that the boat travel was dangerous as well?
We were, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this is just a decision we got to make.
We're in an isolated part of the dungeon. It's 1d4. It's a 1 in 4 shot that something happens, right?
No, it would be a full loadout of D4s, so 6 of them. Because it's an hour, and every 10 minutes in a dangerous location, you would add 1 to the dice pool.
Oh, wait. Oh, a short rest is a full hour?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see.
Yeah. So we're almost assuredly going to run into an enemy. And so what we could do is we could heal up, anticipate the enemy, and take the rest. But what I would say is that if we do trigger the time pool, we'd have to fight it first, but then we get our full rest regardless.
I think we should try it.
Okay. So let's pull up the time pool here.
So we're, Am and Del are, taking refuge here in this room 37.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess before we do it, is there anything obvious in the room?
Oh, great question.
What do we see as we enter the room? I rolled 21 perception.
We just get a little money. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put that in here for us.
Just some loose coins in the corner.
Yeah, 1.54 gold.
Okay. All right.
It's not nothing.
Not nothing.
Okay.
All right. Then, Del says to him, I think we should take a breather. And he pops a single potion of healing, and he kind of chokes on it, gags, but is able to hack it down.
You get the full healing effect since you're using your action to do it.
Okay.
So that should be like 10 healing.
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to use one of my healing potions. I still have 14 out of 22. Even if we hit an encounter, it shouldn't be too strong.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be a double encounter. It'll be one of the wandering monsters if we get it, but we'll see if we get it. All right, so we're attempting a short rest. Because of our level up, it could be a long rest. Nope, we got an encounter. So it's basically saying it's a lizard returning home, which the sharkmen are kind of like lizards. It says there's 9 of them. I'm not going to rule it that way.
Maybe there's 2 normal sharkmen.
Okay, but they're in reach, which means they're right on top of us, so they walk into the room. Well, what I'll do is... Wait, sorry, what were you saying? How many sharkmen?
2.
Yeah, I think 2 is fine. Actually, why don't we do it this way? I've got my generator up, and it's doing underwater. There's a chance for 2 sharkmen. There's a chance for 1. So why don't you just roll me a d10, and that'll determine what it is.
Okay. That is going to be a 4.
A 4. Okay, only 1. Not so bad. Okay, so let's... Oh yeah, you've got him in there. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll initiative.
He goes, what are you doing in my home?
All right, let me roll initiative real quick for this guy. All right, so 16 for him. And you re-rolled.
That is a 16.
16 for you. All right. What's your dexterity?
Oh. Okay. Can I retcon drinking that potion?
Sure.
Okay. Gonna retcon drinking that potion, and then I just completely forgot that this was a monk feature now. When I roll initiative, I'm gonna use uncanny metabolism, which is going to let me roll my martial arts dice, which is a d6 plus 2 for healing. Okay, so that's going to be 4 healing. And I get all my key points back. Okay, sorry. We're good.
What's your dexterity score?
3 plus 3.
Okay, so you'll go first, even though you both got 16, you and the Sharkman. So go
Cool.
ahead.
All right. Then Dell is gonna he doesn't even pull his daggers out. He's just startled, and he box punches right at this sucker, and it's a 10 to hit.
Does not hit. All right, since
Sure
you attacked
doesn't.
him, do you have anything else you're going to do?
Yeah, I sure do. And then he's gonna use one of his focus points to flurry of blows. First hit is 19 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, that's 5 damage. Give me a con save.
14.
Okay, that passed. Second flurry of blows hit is 15.
Hits.
Okay, and 5 more damage. Give me another con save.
20.
Damn. All right, he is not poisoned, but he has been solidly punched. And his last unarmed strike is going to push him tavern brawler style. Does that thump him up against the wall from that angle, or push him to the side?
Oh, you want to push him back against the wall? That's fine.
That's
Give me a
yeah,
D6.
that's what I was thinking. Okay. And that's a 4 bludgeoning.
All right, he's bloodied.
Pa, pa, wah, pa.
All right, you see him as he sees you and sees some of the blood on you. He like roars and like goes into this frenzy. And here comes his bite. He hungry.
I can't believe he con saved all 3 of those.
Yeah.
That's rough.
20 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 3 damage for you. And now he's gonna do his claw attack.
Oh wait, was that a bite?
That was a bite.
Give him another con save for the poison. It's anytime I'm touched.
3. He failed.
He fails, so he is poisoned.
Oh, that's lucky because the next one was shoot, I'm trying to see. It was oh no, I can't see. Oh yeah, here's what the dice was. So it would have been a crit on you, his claw attack, but because he's poisoned, I guess I'll just re-roll it because he would just roll normally. Right? Because he has advantage because you're bloodied, but he's poisoned, so it's a regular hit. So.
Yeah, you're right.
So 16 to hit. That's gonna hit you, yeah.
Yes, it does.
And that's gonna be 4 more damage.
All
right, Am is up.
Dell's looking rough.
All right, Am is up. Am is gonna hit him with a trident. It's gonna be 21 to hit. Shoot, 4 damage. All right.
Okay.
You're up, Dell.
Dell's gonna stab at him with a dagger, 17 to hit.
Oh, hold on. I need to ban this spammer.
Spammer? Wow, but I want to use streamboo.com.
Sorry, Boo. It's gonna be a no. Here comes the banhammer.
Ooh, drop it. Drop it.
After I figure out how. Hold on.
Farewell, undistinguished scream.
Block.
Oh, baby.
Did it disappear?
No, it's still there. Watch us live figuring out how to be streamers.
Warn. Timeout. Ban. Okay, should disappear now. Well placed sound effect. Well done. Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
I have banhammered that spammer.
Beautiful. Okay, so it was 6 damage, and give me a con save for the extra poison.
He's dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Jimmy rests easy tonight.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy for Uncle Jimmy. All right, so we just get 50 EXP. Not much,
Great.
but it's something. And now we get our long rest. You made us earn it.
The way it should be. Doesn't the rest feel so much sweeter as a result? Okay, so we're leveling up here. Did we get any loot from that encounter?
From that encounter, you rolled what, a 4? I didn't roll any treasure. I can roll a treasure.
We should definitely roll a treasure. There was a baron in that party.
Yeah, the baron. Let me think about this. Yeah, I'll do 2 in, like, I don't think either of these would have been like treasure hoards, but I'll do 2 individual treasures, for one for each encounter that we just did. Okay. So roll me a d10.
That is a 1.
Dude, bad roll, man. Do better.
Sorry, dude.
You
want me to roll another?
Well, I will have you roll another. So that one is 12 gold, 17 copper. So not as bad as I thought.
Oh, you already got.
Okay. And then I'm going to do one more generation. Go ahead and roll a d10.
7.
Another mediocre treasure roll.
Oh, no.
18. Okay.
Too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. But nothing amazing in there. We'll get a treasure hoard loot at the end of the dungeon.
Okay. The real treasure is the levels you gain along the way.
Hell yeah. All right, so level 3, here we go.
Feels good. Here we come, subclass.
I'm a champion now. Oh, I have auto advantage on athletics checks now for breaking down doors.
Oh, heck yeah.
I think you helping me should then probably like lower the DC or something, or give me an additional, points. I know that's not how the rules work, but that's what I want to have.
Hey, man. Out of the two of us, I'm treating you as more of the DM, so we could ask the generator if it goes that way.
Nah, I don't think we should do it that way.
All right.
But it just means you can tell me.
I am now a warrior of Shadow Monk.
Oh, I forgot.
It feels good.
I forgot we're going to freaking destroy things now.
Yeah, the rest of the campaign is in the bag at this point.
Yeah, we almost lost you, but you made it through.
High risk, high reward.
That actually would have been really bad if you went down.
Very bad.
Or I went down. Dang, I'm sitting at 31 hit points now. A little bit.
That feels good.
I have advantage on initiative now too. That's nice.
That's very nice. Wow, just flat?
Yeah.
That's strong.
You will have it as well. Once you finally become a champion like me.
It's true.
Okay.
Right.
So we're at 9:30. How you feeling?
I can go a little bit longer. I can probably go till 10 at the latest.
All right. Let's do it. All right, lead the way. We cleared room 37. We got the.
Did we?
Go ahead.
Did we check for traps?
In room 37? No, we just ran in. And
Okay.
at this point, I don't think it's worth checking, because what would have
Okay.
happened if we ran in and we hadn't checked is I would have just triggered it on us.
They would have been the trap. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. There might have been both enemies and a trap, and I would have just triggered the trap on us. I might have given us a check, like a passive check to see it, but if we didn't see it, it would have just triggered on us. So lead the way.
All right. Feels so much better. Okay. Excuse me. So Dell is going to lead the way back out into the main hall. He's gonna kind of stretch after the long rest, and he's feeling strangely renewed and stronger and a little edgier somehow.
Power of friendship.
Power of friendship, baby. And he is gonna check this entry hall now for traps.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a time pool dice, and then in room 1, let me get back to the top of the map here. So there are no traps. And in essence, what we get here, and you can help me do this, is this represents a trapped and locked door.
Okay.
I think. Hold on. Room 2. Yeah, trapped and locked. Any that do not have... So the one that goes to room 3 is just an unlocked door. So that's what unlocked doors look like. So the room to 6... to the hallway that goes to 43, to the long hallway that loops around again to 43. All of those are unlocked. And so by checking the room, you basically identify that those are all open. I guess there's a shortcut for this where I can press O. Did you move my little green boy?
Yeah, that was on accident. Oh no, now I've made it big. Okay, I think I fixed it. Okay, so Dell is feeling like he wants to. He's gonna say, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo," and he's going to. What that means mechanically is he's gonna roll a d4, and that's gonna be a 2. So he's going to say this one, and he's going to walk over to the door that leads to room number 6.
All right. Is he going to listen for something on the other side?
He sure is. And
all right,
he's learned his lesson.
There are creatures.
Oh, okay. He rolled a 20. Or sorry, 15 plus 5, so 20.
Question for you. We rolled this dungeon when we were level 2. I can continue to roll encounters as if we were level 2. That's just going to make us feel, I think, stronger. And that's typically how dungeons will work, so I think I'll just do it that way. Okay. But, okay, there are enemies through the door. Go ahead and roll me a d10 to figure out what they are. It's either 1 or 2 of the Sharkmen.
9.
A 9 gives us 2 of them.
Great.
So I'm going to go ahead and give us 2 more.
I don't even think we need darkness to handle these 2 yahoos.
Probably not. Okay, so, and then what was your perception? Was that a 9?
20.
Oh, 20. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create a new encounter with our 2 favorite Sharkman buddies. And call this room 6. Save. We will run the encounter, and we will give them... I'll have one of them roll wisdom to see... Oh, no, they actually have good perception skill. So I'll just have them roll to contest your... Oh, wait, this is supposed to be stealth. Sorry, I'm not thinking. So they got a 14 on perception to detect us, and a 16 on stealth. So you're able to hear them. Okay. And I think... to be fair, we should probably roll our own stealth rolls. Mine's always going to be a disadvantage for now. And they got a 14, so this is probably not going to go well. Oh, I got a 16. Lucky
Del
me.
crit failed.
Oh. That sucks. Okay, so basically what this means is as we go up to the door, actually tell me how you crit fail this.
Del, when he puts his ear up against the door, he trips.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of smacks his little froggy face on the door and goes, my face.
All right.
And he says, my face.
And then basically just a few moments later, the door swings wide and fishmen are at the door.
And he says, well, hello there, gentlemen.
Love that.
A 22 for initiative over here.
All right. You're up first then.
Okay. So, Del, Del's, he's feeling pretty good. He's gonna unarmed strike at this first fool. That's gonna be a 17.
We're gonna call the one in front of you A, and the one behind is gonna be B.
Okay. He's gonna unarmed strike A, and I can't remember what the roll that I just said. 17.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And that's going to be 4 damage, and give me a con save for the poison.
17.
He does. He succeeds on that save. Second unarmed strike for the bonus hit. Oof, that's going to be a 10 to hit.
Misses.
Yeah, too bad.
So sad.
So sad. Okay, and. Mm-mm. I think he's going to. Oh wait, the first one hit, didn't it? Well, no, I won't reckon it. It's too late. I think Dell's just gonna try to. He's gonna try to back up. So they're going to get an opportunity attack as he moves.
Okay.
Roll it for me.
I'll just do a claw attack for the opportunity. It's going to be 12.
It does not hit.
Well done.
And so Dell's just going to... He's backing the frick out of there.
He's a kite.
He's a kite. He didn't do a great job on this kite, but he's a kite.
All right. You done?
Yep.
All right. All right. A is going to move up a little bit and go after me with a bite. It's going to be 20 hits. It's going to be 3 damage. His claw attack. 17. So 20 hits. Dang. Solid hits. Dang, max dice again. 5 damage.
Wow.
Or I guess it wasn't max dice the first time, but so that hurt. I'm up now and annoyed. And I'm gonna hit him with my trident. Alright, 17 to hit. Solid hit. 7 damage.
Toppled the fool.
Oh, true. 7 damage. He's gonna make a con save. He's gonna get an 8 and fail. He's gonna be toppled. This is such a non-contrasting color. I'm gonna give him purple.
Purple works.
And now he's up, unfortunately.
Oh shoot! Really?
Yeah. So he's gonna stand right up.
Dang
wait.
it. I misunderstood.
Oh no, I did too. I did it wrong actually. It was B that was attacking me, and A hadn't attacked me yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch this. So what this means is, I did attack A. and it was B that attacked me.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's A's turn now, and he does stand back up.
Okay. We're getting sleepy.
Yeah, my old age. Okay, so now A is gonna attempt to bite me. Dang, they keep hitting me. That one, and max dice again. Darn it.
Oh, jeez.
These guys were supposed to be easy. Why didn't you?
I know.
Why didn't you darkness these guys?
Bobby.
All right, next attack. Okay, that one just missed with an 18. And now you're up again.
Okay.
I'm almost
is Am calling out for help here or anything?
No, he's not bloodied, so he's like, okay, he's fine.
Yeah. Cool. He's playing it cool. All right. Del rolls up and he gets a stab on. Wait, so which one of them was damaged? Sorry.
A is bloodied.
He gets a stab on A, and that's 15 hit.
15 hits.
Okay, that's a 5. Give me a con save for the poison.
Fails with a 3.
Yes, it does. So that's 3 more, so that's 8 damage total.
It's looking pretty bad.
He's still alive?
Still alive.
Jeez. Okay. All right, he's just gonna go for another dagger hit. That's a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
6 damage.
He's dead.
All right. Bye-bye, B.
That was A that died.
I'm sorry. Yes, it was. Bye-bye, A.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No.
You're going to take an opportunity attack?
Yes, actually I am.
Okay. So he's going to do a claw attack against you. It should be at advantage, right? Or do you have full health? Oh, you have full health. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 misses, so you're good. Great. And then B is up. B, you're just leaving me to take all the hits, man.
You're the tank!
Bite misses. Well, it doesn't feel good right now to be the tank. All right, both of his attacks miss. It feels all right. All right, I'm gonna hit him with my trident. Hell yeah. Oh wait, that was a 19. That's a crit because I'm a champion.
Oh yeah.
It's weird that it doesn't recognize it for me, but I have to keep an eye out for that. So 10 total damage. Solid hits.
Solid hit.
And we're
gonna
go
top him?
ahead and, yeah, he's gonna make a con save. 9.
Wait,
fails.
Is he about to just get back up? Or no, I'm
No.
next. Okay.
Not on this time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not worth doing. Okay, Del is up.
All right.
Now
Del's gonna get his.
him.
He's gonna. Oh yeah. It's a 23 to hit. That
Are you
super
moving
hits.
up or are you throwing?
I'm sorry. Yes, he's moving.
Okay, 4 damage.
4. Give me a con save.
6. He fails.
He sure does. And that's 5 poison damage. That's 9 total. How's he looking?
He looking bad.
Yeah, he is. Second slice. Ooh, 8 to hit. I assume does not hit.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay, that's fine. He's gonna stay right there.
Great. Now this guy's gonna attack you. He's gonna bite you. Misses. Claw you. 17.
It hits. How much is his damage roll?
3 damage.
Okay, and I'm going to activate deflect attack.
Oh.
And it's -8, so that reduces the damage to 0.
Oh.
And I could redirect the attack at him, but I would have to spend a point on that, and I'm gonna hang on to my points because they're valuable. So, no damage taken, no damage given.
All right. He's up. Wait.
Dude,
No,
maybe I should be.
he just went, right?
Yeah, he just went.
Maybe you should be what?
Maybe I should be the tank.
Rude. Freaking rude. Okay. My turn. I'm gonna do. You know, I realized. I'm just gonna freaking drop my shield and trident and pull out my greatsword. And of course, I miss. But the greatsword.
But you nick him.
No.
Or
It's called graze,
graze. That's right.
and it does exactly as much damage as I needed,
Nice.
and he's dead. So I guess it wasn't that bad to pull out my greatsword, but I didn't want to miss. That's lame.
Not embarrassing.
Too big to miss. That's what they say.
Too big to miss.
Okay, so
Right.
well done us beating 2 more Sharkmans.
Mm-hmm. How we doing on XP? Like, how far into level 3 did we get from that big fat encounter?
I think we're level 20 now.
Nice.
Let's see. Here's another 100 for each of us.
Cool.
We're about halfway to level 4. Maybe like 9/20ths or 8/20ths of the way.
You mean 12/20ths? Or 8/20ths away from the level? Yeah. I got you.
So what is that? 4/10ths? That's about right.
The math's just getting better and better.
Can that be reduced further? Yeah.
Yeah.
2/5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2/5.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why I needed to break it into a 20th.
It's all right. You got us there. We got that.
All right.
Okay. Do we get any loot off those fools?
Let me roll that.
Dell's rummaging through their sharky corpses.
That sweet loot. Go ahead and roll a d10 to determine loot.
I accidentally just rolled 4d10. I'm just going to pick a random one. Actually, all 3 of the 4 dice rolled 6s somehow, so we'll say it's a 6.
All right, that's the one. It's 15 silver. It's not that great.
Okay. All right. Wow, I'm sorry you took so much damage in that encounter. I was not expecting them to land so many hits.
Yeah, that wasn't great. Okay. So
Dell hands off. Yet. Dell hands off a healing potion to Am at the end of this.
Oh, you know what I'd rather do? Instead of what I just generated for treasure, there was treasure on the creatures in this room. Honestly, I feel like I want to stop fighting the Sharkmen, and I want to just fight the monsters that are generated for us. And
Let's do it.
We can just reskin them. We'll call them like sea
goblins. Squid goblins. Squidlins.
So that's what we'll call them.
Okay.
And they can have little tridents instead of scimitars or whatever.
I'm fine with that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give us this treasure instead, because hell yeah.
What is it?
26 gold instead of the 1.5.
Yeah. I love it.
26.97. All right.
Dell hands off a healing potion to him and says, "You look like you could use this." He kind of, pats him.
Thanks. It's 10 healing. You've deducted the potion already?
Yep.
Great. Oh wait, I'm gonna do party level to 3 now. So now we'll burn 4 gold a day for resources. Okay. So room 6. Do you want to do an inspection?
Yeah, Dell peeks his head in, and what does he see?
I'm going to give us a time pool for slamming your face into the door.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And then you're going to do a perception roll in the room.
12.
Okay. Well, we're doing a dice pool for you to fully investigate the room. But there isn't much here. There are just the remains of what the Sharkmen they were, I guess, sitting on a couple stools. There's some bones. Like, they were obviously, like, eating some stuff.
They're playing dice, throwing bones.
Yeah. I'm going to figure out if we're underwater here, actually. Okay, we're not. So this room is not underwater, which is great. And... yeah, there's not much going on here, but the time pool dice basically reveals to us that the doorway to our right here is just a open archway. I don't think there's anything in 7. Yeah, there's no monsters in there anyway.
Okay.
So we don't need to do anything there. And then otherwise, we have you detect as you're searching 2 trapped doors.
Ooh.
So this one and this one are trapped. And then the south entry 2 is a portcullis that is also trapped. So that's
traps.
That's what your searching reveals.
Okay. Okay. And let's see. Dell, pokes his head into room 7. And what does he see with a 22?
There's a large idol in this room. I'm gonna reskin it a little bit for our campaign, but it says it's like a large demonic idol, and that's fine. But it says it's got ruby eyes. I want it to have like jet black stone eyes.
Yeah, like obsidian
exactly.
or onyx. Yeah.
And also, what was your perception? 22?
22.
Yeah, you can hear like a faint hissing noise. And it seems to be not coming from anywhere in the room, but sort of in the walls around the room. Beyond that, are you going to inspect the room with a time pool die?
Sure am, yeah.
All right.
Very cautiously, because Dell don't know what that hissing noise is. And he don't want to be no boiled frog.
Ain't no taco. Dell. Okay, so that's a trap door. So when you inspect a room, you have a chance to find the secret door. That's what this S is. Go ahead and make a check. Perception. Wait, did you crit? No, you didn't.
I just did, actually.
Oh, you had to crit to find it. It was a DC 25, so you totally...
Nice! Yeah, amazing.
Dude, crazy. Okay, so you uncovered that there is a secret door that is locked, made of iron. It was behind the demonic idol. You found the secret switch, and the stone moved out of the way and revealed like this iron door behind it. And then additionally, that third door on the right there it's just a simple wooden door that you can see that is stuck, but it also has a trap on it. And then, interesting. It's an interesting trap that I haven't seen before. Okay, so...
But the secret door that Dell stumbles upon is locked.
Correct.
Okay. So Dell's going to inspect the idol.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Well, with a perception, I'll give you that for the room. I think what we'll probably say about this idol is It's like the hissing noise is as you get closer to the idol, like seems to actually be coming from the idol. Now, when you were standing anywhere else in the room, you couldn't tell where it was coming from. It seemed like it was coming outside the room. But as soon as you got close to the idol, it feels like it's coming from the idol itself. And let's just say it's sort of like this maybe a little bit like a Cthulhu type figure. But it's not highly detailed. So you have sort of this humanoid shape, but the face is sort of deformed and looks like it's got maybe tentacles coming down from it. And then it's got those jet black eyes.
Okay. And that's okay. So Dell's gonna tentatively reach out a hand and touch it. Does anything happen?
Yeah, something's got to happen, dude. I don't have anything in here, but we need to make something happen. So I think the thing to do here is to do another trap. Actually, nah. Why don't we ask the yes no if it's trapped? Okay.
Okay.
What do you think? Just even likelihood.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not trapped.
Okay.
So I think what happens here is well what do you, when you touch it, what are you trying to do? You just want to see what happens?
Dell's drawn to it. Dell thinks this might be like might be like an idol to Dwimmerwaith, the Veiled's, deity figure. Which I think I don't remember if we articulated this, but I feel like most of the people like in the society, even in like the lower ranks of the Veiled, like don't really like know much, like have a clear like idea of who Dwimmerwaith is or like what much of his attributes are like. He's kind of this like hidden eldritch figure. Maybe there are symbols of him, idols like this one. But so he's just, he's committed himself to the Veiled. He feels some sort of connection. He's wondering if this is the deity that he's kind of serving at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like with the hissing noise, like that the idol is charged with some sort of energy. I would like to say that there's a chance, and maybe we just roll for this through the yes no, that you make contact with the same force that has been showed up in your dream, and that what's his name, our Saleh, our Tabaxi friend, was kind of picking up on. So I think you want to just call maybe we'll call it like a high likelihood that you are able to channel the power behind whatever creature is like has been affecting everything. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sorry, did I say likely?
Yeah. I think you said high likely. Okay, actually, here, let me recon this a little bit. So if you remember when Dell joined, when he passed the first mission test and became a member of the Veiled, the hot, muscly halfling sergeant gave him a bone whistle as like the symbol of his initiation. So, and it's an intricate, it seems like a ritual object. Perhaps he sees this figure of Dwimmerwaith, and I want the maybe the bone whistle to start to like vibrate or something, or resonate, in a way that might cause him to, think to pull it out. Like maybe he feels it in his pocket or wherever he's storing it. and he pulls it out and gives it a whistle.
Okay. The whistle then actually matches that hissing noise perfectly, and the hissing noise then stops in the room after you stop with the whistle, and it's just utterly silent. And at this point, because you are wearing your fishy mask, you feel this like prod into your mind, and you hear I don't even know how to roleplay whatever freaking creature this is. So I guess we should ask and answer some questions here about is this some sort of like creature that is connected to Dwimmerwaith, like maybe one of his minions, or is this Dwimmerwaith himself, or is this the creature that has sullied this place and is part of what we're trying to cleanse?
So I'm thinking I'm thinking maybe we don't decide right now whether or not it's actually Dwimmerwaith speaking or not, but it's like somebody that's aligned with him and is opposed to. I'm thinking like this statue at the entrance, it's right next to the entrance. I'm feeling like, the obelisk is somewhere deeper in. Maybe this statue is an opportunity for Dwimmerwaith or one of Dwimmerwaith's servants to say basically like, hey, servant of me or servant of Dwimmerwaith, the obelisk in this temple is corrupted, like go and cleanse it, do this service for your lord.
Okay.
And you'll be rewarded or something.
Yeah, no, I think that's perfect. And I think that's what exactly gets conveyed to you after you blow the whistle. It sort of opens up the channel so that it can speak to you. And the way that it was hissing was kind of calling out to you and calling out to the whistle. And then
and does it actually just like speak in deep speech? Like does Am hear it?
I'm imagining it's telepathic.
Okay.
That it speaks to you in deep speech, but in your mind, so that I don't hear it. But you understand it as deep speech. Like, I guess you wouldn't know that it might be called deep speech, but you do understand it.
Yeah. And Dell kind of like feels the magic of the helmet activate.
Yeah, exactly, and knows that he's understanding because of the helmet. And then I think what I'd like to have happen here is just to reward you for reward us for like the encounter and like being able to connect with the statue. Go ahead and I just want you to make a charisma check. And it's trying to like bestow a blessing upon you basically, and this is like your ability to receive it.
That's a 2.
No blessing for you.
It's worth the shot.
I was just gonna give you like inspiration or something like that. So too bad. Okay, but it speaks to you. It clearly gives you direction, like encourages you, like you're on the right path, and recognizes you as like loyal and able to support, and you feel maybe like a renewed sense of like purpose in being here, connecting directly to whatever this being is.
Cool. Dell, he like bows and I guess they're speaking telepathically, so he maybe doesn't say anything with his mouth, but sort of says, yes, of course. I'll do whatever I can to prove myself to you. And yeah, feels a renewed sense of purpose. And I imagine the presence sort of fades, and Dell kind of snaps up out of it and says, did you hear that?
I heard you talking to the statue. Is it alive?
I I don't know, but I think maybe Dwimmerwaith spoke to me.
Who's Dwimmerwaith?
The the ruler, the Lord of the Veiled.
Oh, I thought he would know the name of like the king. And so he says, I thought that was Dimsal. I thought Dimsal was Lord of the Veiled.
No, Dimsal is just the servant of Dwimmerwaith.
Oh. What? Where is Dwimmerwaith?
That's a good question. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he spoke to me through the statue, and it sounds like we're on the right track. And he's asked us to make sure that we cleanse the obelisk here. Something has corrupted it, and he wants it cleansed.
Hmm. Do you think that this statue is Dwimmerwaith?
No. It's like it's channeling Dwimmerwaith, like he's talking through it. I think
Hmm.
like a walkie-talkie.
Am Am doesn't know what a walkie-talkie is. There's like stones of sending or something like that. I forget what they're called, but they basically are like magic walkie-talkies. But he wouldn't know what those were. But you notice that Am sort of just like goes a little like spacey, just staring at this statue, and kind of goes quiet as you try to explain that it's just channeling, and almost like you can tell he's not listening, and just is staring at the statue, and then after a moment of pause, just kind of says, "It looks sad."
Sad? I mean, I guess.
Just to be still and alone down here all this time.
And Dell sort of like quietly like looking between the statue and Am. Doesn't really know what to say. Is having a hard time empathizing or really understanding what Am's trying to express, and says, "Yeah, I guess, but you know, I, maybe we should do what it wants us to do and find the obelisk."
Sure. He kind of like he went like very still during that time, like not moving at all, just kind of staring. And one thing that Dell would have noticed, or maybe not immediately, but eventually, in like thinking about what had happened, like there was you wonder if maybe that Am felt sort of like connected to the statue being sort of made somewhat of stone, and being able to be as still as the statue whenever he desired. But anyway, he kind of snaps out of it and he says, "Yes, of course. Let's continue."
Great. Yeah. Okay, great. He's still kind of like unsure how to respond, but he may reflect on this as the journey continues and be able to communicate about it more effectively. Okay, so Dell's feeling sort of energized by this. He's gonna try the secret door. It's locked though, right? Nothing's gonna happen.
Yes, it's locked.
Okay. I was really hoping that the statue was going to somehow have a switch. Dell is going to.
Well, we could do that.
You want to ask the generator? You want to yes, no it?
Yeah. What do you think the chance is? I think it's actually likely.
I think it's likely, and I think maybe like especially because we ended up with Dell being able to like attune to the statue, that maybe it's a sort of like highly likely, like maybe it's a parting gift from whoever is speaking through the statue.
I'll just
The
call it
door unlocks.
very likely. Okay. Yep. You were able to. It can just be like a physical switch, or it was. There's something about now your ability when you walk back up to this door. It has a standard lock, but you also maybe notice that there's like a rune on it. And getting close to the rune, maybe you hear the same noise, the hissing noise, and you try the whistle.
Nice. Yeah, try the whistle, and the same thing happens. It goes silent and unlocks.
It's like your ocarina.
I love it.
Okay.
All right.
So door opens.
This feels like a good place to pause then, after that interaction and the opening of the secret door.
Yeah, we're about to find a basilisk.
I sure hope not. That sounds deadly.
Chamber of Secrets, baby. All right. Well, that was Tabletop Therapy. Thank you, JD, and
Thank you, Connor.
Thank you for being our little frogman, and
thank you for being our big strong robot man.
That's what I do. And looking forward to many adventures to come. Until next time.
Me too.
Tabletop Therapy.
Good night.
How do I turn off the stream?